We have made significant progress since 2014, when ISIS first emerged, swept across Iraq and Syria that summer, inflicted suffering on thousands of civilians in the region, with impact far beyond. However, despite the advances made, our job is not yet done. We remain focused on the enduring defeat of ISIS and other terrorist organizations, countering Iranian influence and malign behaviors, preventing the use of chemical weapons, ensuring the safety of Syria's neighbors, and ultimately resolving the Syrian conflict and humanitarian crisis through the de-escalation of violence and a political resolution. And there must be a political transformation and resolution that is in accordance with UN Security Council Resolution 2254.
Let me just say, in your
11th, President Trump. As of today, coalition-backed efforts have liberated over 98% of the territory previously controlled by ISIS, with over 7.5 million people now free from ISIS domination in Iraq and in Syria. While Russia may deem and announce that the fight in ISIS in Syria is over, the U.S. and our coalition partners do not regard this as a finished effort. The U.S. is committed to the total and enduring defeat of ISIS, al-Qaida, other terrorist groups in Syria and the region, ensuring that they cannot regenerate and return.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador. Appreciate you being here today. We talk about U.S. seeing...
We are not working with, and we will not work with, the Assad regime until there is a credible political process, and by credible we mean supported by the Syrian people, that can lead to a government chosen by the Syrian people. Without Assad at its helm at the end of the process, the U.S. and our allies will not support large-scale efforts to reconstruct Syria.
You and the ranking member have expressed about...
With the UN process, with international support for a credible electoral and constitutional reform process, we see political transition in Syria as a potentially achievable goal. We don't underestimate the challenges ahead. This is going to be hard, very hard to do. Assad will cling to power at almost every cost possible. But with respect to Iran, we will treat Iran in Syria and Iran's enablement of Hezbollah as a separate strategic issue.
We need to know what the military mission is. We need to know what the diplomatic mission is.
Difficult challenge, but not an impossible challenge, and it is one we are seized with right now. But having a politically transformed Syria will in and of itself be a mitigating and minimizing factor on Iran's influence, and the opposite is also true.
A good thing for us to step back and sort of celebrate the battlefield successes of